All right, welcome back. Welcome back. We are playing more 428 Shibuya Scramble. I am here with my friend Yoshi.
Hello.
And we're probably going to finish off this first hour. Do you remember what happened last time?
I remember that we did not catch the bad guy. We
Yeah,
died 3 times.
yeah, we got 3 bads, as you can see. So,
And
I think there are achievements where you can collect all the bads, the bad endings.
it's like the perfect attendance award or whatever of this game.
Oh, that was Kano. So, I guess we're switching over to Achi. Do you need like a... Yeah, I guess you got the gist of it. Achi's just some kid who picks up trash.
Yeah, I'm an environmental warrior. They know me as Mean Clean. I'm feared on the streets. I talk like Rodney Dangerfield. I think I know what my deal is here as Hachi.
And then Kano is just a detective trying to catch this kidnapper.
And there's that third guy who's like, hey, don't take any of this too seriously. I'm the cosplay detective. Hey, let me look at your girlfriend. Hey, that's not your girlfriend. That's the girl from the 5 o'clock news or whatever.
Alright, we are going to jump in at this decision point. Achi turned back around. We jumped, didn't we? Oh no, yeah. Because this ending went to him fighting Kano in front of the statue.
Dude.
Yeah, where it's like, they said that line, don't call me man pal, don't call me pal man.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. So now that, because Kano made a different decision or something, he doesn't show up here, so this is going to be different.
Okay.
Achi turned back around. The girl was still there. She was staring in the direction that the man who'd taken the case had gone, a worried expression on her face. And we chose this first one, right? Did you want to change or still good?
Um, Wait, so it's red. Is that bad?
No, it's red. It means we've chosen that before. So as we play, we can go back and adjust decisions, um, and it might change things. But
Well, this girl's totally our type, so I feel like we should still go talk to her.
okay. Achi couldn't shake the feeling that something was very wrong. Maybe he should talk to her and ask what was going on. But just as he was making up his mind,
Oh no.
a middle-aged man in a ratty business suit shuffled awkwardly over to her first. Was there something wrong with one of his legs? He was using a cane to walk. Then one of his hands slipped into his jacket pocket. Achi could scarcely believe his eyes. Scarcely? Scarcely. I don't know why I almost said scarcely.
Scarcely. No, it's scarcely. Oh no, is he gonna kill us?
A revolver? Oh yeah, we looked at this last time. It's just a gun. A revolver is a gun.
But there's not a lot of those in Japan, so it's gotta be extra freaky when someone pulls one out, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Japanese people aren't like gun crazy as far as I know. There's a lot of airsoft. With a single
That's pretty
fluid
sweet.
motion, the man lifted up the gun and pointed it in the girl's direction. He was aiming right for her head. Oh. This is the girl, right? Am I voicing? I'm voicing the girl, right? Huh?
Yeah.
The girl noticed the man with the cane now. Seeing the gun pointed right at her, she froze in fear. Achi didn't hesitate. Breaking into a full run, he tackled the gunman with all his might. Caught off guard, The man sprawled to the pavement. Oh yeah, there's typos in this game.
It's fine.
Should I read the typos as they were meant to be read, or as they are?
I say as they are.
Okay, cool. But the would-be assassin kept hold of his weapon and quickly scrabbled back to his feet. Achi knew he had to act fast. He grabbed the ashen-faced girl by the arm and attempted to drag her away.
Hey, this way!
He shouted. She just stared at him, uncomprehending, trembling like a startled animal.
Hey, come on, run!
Finally, the girl snapped out of her daze and gave a fearful nod. Alright, we got two options.
Let's just get out of here. The guy's got a gun. We can't mess around. I can just police box. Oh, let's just get out of here.
The would-be assassin was getting back to his feet. Achi grabbed the girl by the hand.
Hey, we're holding hands. Let's run.
Without so much as a backward glance, he led her beneath the railway overpass for the Yamanote line.
Oh, yeah, I know these streets like the back of my hand.
They needed to get as far away as possible, fast. Their best bet was to head toward the east side of the station. It was less crowded there. It would be easier to run.
Oh, don't worry, you can trust me.
Dragging the hesitant girl behind him, he took off through the crowd. Suddenly it dawned on him that he still held the trash bag in his other hand.
You know, this thing's gonna be a real pain in my ass.
Achi paused just long enough to toss the trash into a garbage bin as they passed by a park, then took off again. Someone shouted from behind. Yeah, you go ahead.
Stop right there!
Achi looked back in alarm to see a stranger charging after them. It was one of the guys from the crowd who had run after the attaché case snatcher.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Now he's chasing us?
Whoever he was young and fit and gaining fast. Realizing the girl could never outrun this guy, Achi stopped abruptly. Shielding her behind him, he turned to face the stranger. Uh-oh.
Oh. Why did you run off?
When I first played this game, that wasn't exactly like... The voice that you gave him is a lot whinier than I imagined.
But isn't he kind of like... He's kind of a twerp though, right? Isn't that
He
kind
kind
of
of is,
like...
but it's my original like voice for him in my head and the voice you gave him, the contrast is funny. It still fits him.
Because you were chasing us.
The other fellow eyed Achi skeptically. Maybe he was a buddy of the man with the cane? Keeping his guard up, Achi began to back away.
Look, just let the girl go.
The guy was acting like he knew her. Achi glanced back, but the girl only shook her head, wide-eyed. The other man's posture shifted, preparing to lunge. But as Achi braced himself for a scuffle, something came crashing down upon the stranger's head.
No. Gah!
His eyes wobbled and spun in their sockets, and he collapsed in a heap on the ground.
This doesn't seem good.
And there, standing behind him,
It's probably the guy with the... Who?
was the
What?
girl he'd
Who?
helped out earlier, the one he'd saved from the hustlers.
Oh, wow. Hey, you're that girl from this morning.
Do you remember this chick?
Yeah, she was being harassed by the two, like, club guys who wanted to go to be a stripper or whatever. A hostess.
I think you voiced her also.
Are you okay?
Next to the fallen pursuer's form was a rather thick book. She nodded toward it.
Like dangerous, so I just threw that at him. Oh, yeah, thank you. This saves my bacon big time. That's the least I could do after the way you helped me earlier. Sure thing. You should probably get out of here before that guy comes too. Like you said, he's probably dangerous. All right.
Achi scooped up the heavy book and handed it to the girl, who promptly left the scene.
Now we better get out of here.
The girl nodded. They started down the street, only to see the man with cane round the corner a few dozen meters ahead.
Oh, this is not good.
The assassin had spotted them, and he hurried in their direction.
This way.
Achi led the girl into a nearby alleyway. It says Banyos on that wall. Oh, it's
Yeah.
But this way's a dead end, the girl said, breathlessly.
Well, like I said, just trust me. I know these streets like the back of my hand.
Stopping abruptly, Achi kicked down a wooden plank covering a gap between two buildings, clearing a space that a person could fit through.
See, we can get away through here. In you go.
But the girl just stood there, looking terrified.
Oh, what's the matter?
Achi asked.
Come on, we gotta hurry.
But I... She looked at him as if he, too, was about to pull a gun on her. He could hardly blame her. After all, he was just some random guy who had turned up out of nowhere. But this was no time for dawdling. The man with the cane appeared at the end of the alley. If they just stood there, he was going to catch them.
Okay, sweetheart, hear me out.
He said in a rush.
The name's Archie Hendo. I live in the neighborhood and I'm not the kind to stand idly by when a girl is just being chased by some killer. So please, just trust me and I'll do my best to keep you safe.
He hoped the look in his eyes could convince her he was being on the level. After a painfully long moment, the girl nodded her acceptance.
Phew. Right, let's start with this.
They had paused beside an enormous stack of beverage crates. With a quick shove, Achi knocked the whole pile down, sending it cascading across their pursuer's path.
Now that was a close call.
The man with the cane was floundering, struggling to get past the fallen crates.
Oh, my bad, man.
Achi called out.
Mind cleaning that up for me?
The man scowled back at them and fumbled for his gun. Achi flashed him a wave goodbye, then slipped away between the buildings with the girl. Hurrying down a narrow alley, they emerged onto a side street lined with dive bars and clubs. Assuming the man with the cane hadn't given up, he would probably lie in wait on the path back to the main road. Achi decided their best bet was to try to stay inconspicuous, rather than risk getting caught on the move.
I guess we can lie low here for a bit.
He said. He led the girl to the entrance of a tiny old hostess club. She followed him reluctantly. Log lady.
That's a reference to Twin Peaks.
Oh yeah?
In case anyone was curious, yeah.
I haven't
The
seen
log
Twin
lady
Peaks.
is like sort of functions as like kind of like the Greek chorus sort of Twin Peaks. She's just some weird lady with logs who like says stuff at the beginning of the episodes.
Oh. Is this room... All I know about Twin Peaks is there's like a red room, and like there's like a guy that speaks backwards in there.
Oh, I don't know about that. I haven't seen the whole thing.
Oh. Achi flicked the
So
switch.
yeah, this could be part of that.
I mean, the room does look a little red. It's kind of hard to tell, I guess. Achi flicked the switch inside the front door, and a chintzy chandelier glowed to life. He sat the girl down on the small sofa beside the counter. She gave him a worried look. Achi felt a pang of embarrassment as he realized what she must be thinking.
Oh no, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not going to try any funny business. Someone I know used to run this place. It's not in business anymore, so I figured we're safe here.
The girl chuckled at his evident discomfort. All right then, she said.
So, are we good?
We're good.
Okay, well, good.
Achi made a vague attempt to straighten his disheveled clothes.
So, how about some introductions? I'm Achi Endo, like I said earlier. You can just call me Achi.
I'm Hitomi Osawa. You can call me Hitomi, I guess. With each new word out of Hitomi's mouth, Achi felt his heart sing. She was charming, personable. Just about everything about her was captivating. Achi had never met another girl like her. Achi?
What?
Is something the matter? You were spacing out there for a bit.
No, I'm just pretty horned up.
Achi shook his head to dispel his gaze.
Damn it, this is no time to get all starry-eyed.
He needed to think of some way to keep her safe from the guy who was after her.
Look, you can tell me what the can you tell me what the heck is going on? Please, I need to know if I'm gonna help you.
Right. Okay. I'm not really sure where to begin. Hitomi looked down, lost in thought. Apparently hers was a long story. All right, she said at last. I guess I'll just explain things as they happened.
Oh wait, hold up. Could you keep it as simple as you can? I mean, I'm not really the sharpest tool in the shed. Complicated explanations ain't exactly my strong suit, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, Hitomi chuckled. I'll try my best. She got comfortable, and then started her story. So, last night, somebody abducted my sister. The kidnapper demanded that I make the ransom handoff personally. He told me to stand by the statue of Hachiko in Shibuya at 10 o'clock in the morning to make the exchange. So I did. And this man came by and took the attaché case with the...
Whoa, I'm sorry, hold up a sec.
Achi had suddenly lost the thread of the conversation.
Okay, why am I so stupid?
This is another tutorial thing. But yes, he is pretty dumb. Yeah, basically it's saying you can rewind or like look back at what has been said. Like so. Yeah, we know all this. We're good.
Could you say it again, but like simpler?
Huh? Sure.
I'm not exactly impressing this girl right now. I'm just having trouble following this all. I have a learning disability. I mean, is this the plot of some movie, a soap opera or something?
No, that's not...
Or some kind of hidden camera show?
This is real. This really happened. The look in Hitomi's eyes was dead serious.
She's got to be telling the truth. Oh, what would be the point of lying?
And he had seen the attaché case and the gunman himself.
How much was the ransom, if you don't mind my asking?
Hitomi hesitated. 50 million yen, she said after a moment. Achi gave a whistle of amazement.
Ooh, I can't whistle. Hey, that's a lot of scratch. That's you.
That's me,
Right?
yeah.
I don't know the detectives.
The detectives told me that was a typical amount for a kidnapper to ask for. I was gonna give you whistling tips, but...
It's plenty, that's for sure. I guess there's good money in that sort of thing.
As soon as the words were out, he realized his blunder.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have put it that way.
He fidgeted awkwardly, and Hitomi looked away.
I'm an idiot, but okay. I think I get this kidnapping thing. So I'm guessing those guys who chased the guy who took the ransom were undercover cops?
He replayed the scene in his head.
But then, the kidnapper took the attaché case and ran, right? So if you were empty-handed, why'd that guy with the cane come after you?
I'm honestly not sure. I just... Hitomi's words trailed off. This was clearly difficult for her to talk about.
Anyway, we should probably get you to the police as soon as we...
No, we can't do that. Hitomi's tone was resolute. I can't take this to the police.
Why not?
Achi waited for an answer, but none came. After a long and awkward silence, she stood up from her seat. I really appreciate the help, but I should go now. She gave Achi a deep bow.
No, hold on. What do you mean go? Go where?
He hurried to intervene as she headed for the door. I don't want to cause you any more trouble. I'll figure out the rest on my own, somehow.
Hey, I said hold on.
Hitomi ignored him
bad.
and opened the door, and their argument came to an abrupt halt.
I think this is bad.
Standing there was the man with the cane, his revolver in his hand. To be continued. So,
He continued.
yeah, so this is
Wait,
not...
so we didn't...
Yeah, it's not a bad end. This is
Okay.
the proper ending of this hour. For this character. We still have a bad end on Kana, though.
Okay.
So as a reminder, we need Achi to go to the police box, so he doesn't run into Kano. So we can go back to that decision and adjust that. And we probably have to play it through until we get back to where we were.
The police box. The police box. Let's go.
Still pulling the girl by the hand, Achi headed for the police box outside the train station. But it was empty. There were always policemen staffing these things. Why did it have to be unmanned now? Achi flashed a worried glance behind him and saw the assassin in pursuit like a man possessed.
Yikes, this is not good.
There was nothing they could do but run. With the frightened girl in tow, Achi ran beneath the JR Yamanote Line railway overpass, which is a railway loop line that services in Tokyo.
So it sounds like they're not doing the social distancing.
Yeah, that's true. Well, this was before 9/11, right? So,
That's
afterwards
true.
they start doing that stuff.
Don't worry, just trust me.
He told her. I
But
this-
first,
Yeah. They sped past a convenience store where an employee was cleaning up the sidewalk.
Here, take this, will ya?
Hachi tossed over the bag of trash. Do you want to be this guy? I don't know. I'll be this guy. Huh? Wait, what?
This way.
I think we're... No, we're not back where we started, actually. They slipped through the crowd and into a nearby back alley. But this way's a dead end, the girl said breathlessly.
Nah, bitch. Like I said, trust me.
Okay. Now we're back to where we are. I can scroll forward. Cool. So, I think we fixed Kano. So we can jump back to Kano. You got your Kano voice ready?
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of talks like this. Like, hey guys, I'm Kano.
The man darted down a narrow alleyway. Kano ran faster. The man sprinted through the side streets. Evidently, he knew his way around Shibuya pretty well. The man shot out onto a major thoroughfare, then bolted up a pedestrian bridge. Just where the heck was this guy heading? Halfway across the bridge, the man stopped abruptly. Cautious, Kano stopped as well. Height, roughly 190 centimeters. Age,
Oh, that's pretty
30.
tall.
Hair, dark brown. Clothing, all black. Chest, hairy. A moment later, the man flashed a triumphant sneer, and he held up the attaché case. Before Kano could even yell stop, it was already too late. The man threw the attaché case down to the roadway below.
No.
No. Panicking, Kano peered over the railing. A man on a motorcycle was waiting beneath the bridge. This is probably a thought.
I've been had.
Kano bit his lip hard.
Damn it.
Kano sprinted back down the bridge, hearing the bike's engine roar to life. He had to make it in time. Descending the stairs 4 at a time, he leapt toward the roadway, but the bike sped out of reach and roared away in the direction of Yoyogi, leaving Kano in its dust. Looking back up at the overpass, he saw the man who'd thrown the attaché case running away.
He handed the money off to someone else. He's currently on a motorcycle heading toward Yoyogi.
His report to Kuze complete, Kano slumped down in dismay. The cops had played right into the criminal's hands. Now the crooks were getting away, and people's lives were in danger. Was there any greater failure for a policeman? Staring off into the distance where the man who'd thrown the case had disappeared, Kano gritted his teeth. Another to be continued. Nice. So now that we got all of the characters to the end of the hour, then we can start the next hour.
Okay.
And it gives like a little preview of what's to come.
Nice. Some hard-boiled dialogue there. Like it.
So we have 3 new characters that we can choose. So we've got Kano. There's Achi. We have Tama, Osawa, and Minorikawa. Which one would you like to start?
You know who I'm going with. You know.
Achi? You're probably thinking Tama, right?
Yeah, it's his plushie.
Alright, let's start with Tama then. We're jumping in. It's so hot. It's so hot in this thing. Way too hot. I feel like I'm sitting in a sauna. Everyone else on the street looks nice and cool. But here I am, getting treated to my very own personal midsummer heat wave. On top of that, I can barely see. I can barely breathe for that matter. But hey, what can I do? Do you want to be the voice, or... I guess this is just a thought.
Yeah, this is...
Huff, huff. Pant, pant. Huff, huff. Pant, pant. Oh, I am so thirsty. Some iced tea would be amazing right now. I'm going to pass out from dehydration at this rate. I may as well admit it. I underestimated how tough this would be. Who knew wearing a mascot costume could be so uncomfortable? A delicate young lady like myself has no business doing this sort of job. Delicate young lady. I suddenly have so much respect for the people on those superhero team shows. Like, can you imagine doing action scenes in something like this? Heck, all I'm doing is standing here and I'm this close to calling it quits. But I can't. I need the work. I need the money. This is no time to be a wuss. If I give up on this, what else am I possibly going to do? Do you want to be her voice? Like, you voiced all the main characters already, so I think it's fine.
I thought you were doing the voice. You have been doing the voice this whole time.
Oh, okay, fine. Check out the revolutionary new diet drink, Burning Hammer! I thrust a free sample toward passers-by while shouting as loud as I can. Free portion is just a sales gimmick. Please note that simply taking a product without paying for it in order to test it out is theft. Don't do it. Alright. Oh, were you still reading that?
Oh, I'm good. I think I know what a free sample is.
Okay. Come on and give it a try! Oh, it's no use. People just walk by one after the other. They avoid looking at the sample. It's been like this ever since I started standing here. What gives? You'd figure at least one person would have taken a bottle by now. I mean, it's free, but I haven't managed to give away a single one. If this keeps up, there's no way I'm getting paid.
Oh, is someone monitoring her and like counting how many free samples she gives away?
And then this whole miserable experience will have all been for nothing. Just drink this and watch the pounds melt away. No exercising or dieting necessary. I can hear the desperation in my own voice. Just burn, burn, burn. Burn those pounds away. They're giving me cold looks now. They probably think I'm some shyster trying to offload dodgy product. It's that simple. That simple, folks. You just drink the weight away. I guarantee it. Heck, this whole thing reeks of a scam to me, too. Reeks of a scam. Do you want me to read these out, or are you fine reading it on your own? The tips.
I mean, I think we're good reading them out on our own. But
Okay.
This is interesting. I've
The
never thought
etymology?
about the etymology of the word scam. If anything, I would have just thought it came from the word scheme, but this is different.
Scandalous misdeeds. Yeah, I wonder where that came from. Losing weight just by drinking some concoction is way too good to be true. But still, free is free. You'd think I'd be able to give one or two away. It's not like I'm trying. It's not like I'm not trying. Okay, pep talk time.
I mean, I always take the free shit that people are giving away, like at the mall or, you know, at the fair or whatever. Like,
Would you take one of these drinks?
yeah, you could tell me it was like poison and I would take it if it's free. I mean, it's free.
Maybe pre-9/11 Japan is a different place.
I guess so.
Okay, pep talk time. You can do this. Think about the money. Just start with one bottle. Alright, I'm gonna give this bottle away to the next person I see, no matter what. I close my eyes and gather my determination. I just need to get started, and the momentum will build from there. Alright, eyes open. There are 2 people walking in my direction. Wait, 2? Oh no, which one do I pick? If I keep waffling, they're both going to pass me by. I just need to hand this bottle off. Which one of these guys looks more likely to take it? Clutching the free sample in my furry fist. Alright, who are we gonna give the free sample to? The businessman or the disheveled fellow?
I'll go for the disheveled fellow.
This guy?
Yeah.
He looks pretty familiar. Clutching the free sample in my furry fist, I try to force it off on the disheveled fellow to my right. To my surprise, he takes it.
Huh? What's this?
He asks, lifting an eyebrow as he looks at the bottle. I flap my fuzzy arms and strike a cute pose as I launch into the product pitch. It's Burning Hammer, the #1 new diet drink. Please, give it a try.
No thanks.
The man says.
I'm good. Wait, this is Sasayama, right?
Yeah, this is Sasayama.
Okay.
I keep my arms held open wide and pretend I didn't hear that.
Look,
He says.
I'm in a hurry. You should give this to someone else.
He tries to hand the sample back to me, but I hold my ground. For a few moments, we are at a silent impasse. Maybe he's weirded out by my cat alter ego holding its freeze frame pose, because eventually he looks away, slips the bottle into his pocket, and walks off. I did it. I finally got someone to take one. But there are still so many samples left. My brief surge of excitement dies before it can even fully take hold. I wonder how the other... What were you saying?
I said this is depressing.
I wonder how the other mascot is doing about now. Alright, you want to voice this other mascot?
Okay, we're trying to make him sound like a chicken. There's a sales demo happening today at 1 o'clock at the Nokane Building.
Huh. Looks like the chicken has handed out all kinds of samples. I don't get it. How come nobody is taking any of mine? What could I possibly be doing wrong? I look at the clock. It's a little after 11. My morning of wandering around hawking diet drinks is just about over. I'll need to get ready to head over to the sales demo. I'd love to take the costume off, but then I'd have to carry it. The samples I haven't given out are almost too heavy as it is. Oh well, I might not have gotten results, but I tried my best. I sure hope they don't withhold my pay or anything. I think this is you.
Hey, what gives? You've got that many left?
The chicken speaks with a female voice. Oh, a female
Oh,
chicken.
jeez, okay.
Yeah, I reply sheepishly. Nobody seems to want to take mine.
Well, I mean, are you looking for the right targets?
Huh?
Like groups of girls or bored-looking older ladies. Those are the types you gotta be gunning for, you know?
Wow. I hadn't even considered that. Now that she says it, it seems so obvious. This is a diet drink after all. Of course I'm not gonna have any luck trying to foist it off on random guys.
Well, whatever.
The chicken says.
Here, give me the samples you've got left.
I hand over my samples, and the chicken dumps the whole lot into her basket.
I'll drink whatever's left so they don't find out you didn't pass them out.
She says. Huh? Wait, like all of them?
Yeah, all of them. I'm gonna get fucked up.
The chicken sounds pretty confident in herself. These may just be sample-sized bottles, but still, they add up to a lot. I can feel myself on the brink of tears at the kindness of her offer. Thank you so much. That's a huge help. I bow deeply, which makes my mascot head wobble. Leaving the station behind, we head down Center Guy towards the Nokane Building. Look at all these passers-by just like taking pics. The Nokane Building is a multi-tenant office building.
It's got some stuff in it.
Anything interesting? Science Strikes Back.
Science Strikes Back.
Strike
Isn't that,
Back games.
Okay.
Video game developer Shindai Tradco. That's probably like Bandai Namco. Alright. The Burning Hammer sales demo is going to be held there this afternoon. The job's supposed to pay 10,000 yen for the day, but if we can sell at least 100 bottles at the demo, they've promised another 10,000 on top of that. I need to make sure I sell those 100 bottles.
Well, we can't even give them away.
I need that 20,000 yen, and I need it ASAP. We arrive at the Nokane Building, a run-down multi-tenant office complex. We head into the room where the Burning Hammer sales demo is taking place. There are already about 50 seats set out. I wonder how many people the free samples will pull in. A stage has been set up at the far end of the room. That's where I'm going to be standing, sipping Burning Hammer while explaining its effects to the customers.
Hurry up and take that thing off.
The chicken flaps her wings as she speaks.
It's kind of early, but come on, let's have lunch. I'm starving.
Now that she mentions it, I realize I'm pretty hungry myself. The demo's not starting for another 2 hours. I can't win a war against my stomach for that long. The chicken and I head to the waiting room where they've set out our lunches for us.
Mind getting my back real quick?
The chicken asks. She arches her back toward me. Apparently she can't reach her own zipper. Oh, sure. Give me just a sec. I try to unzip the back of the chicken suit, but my own suit's thick, fuzzy fingers have a hard time of it.
What's the hold up? Come on, I'm roasting in this thing. Hurry up and get it off me.
I've almost got it. It's just awkward with these mitts. Finally, I get a hold of the zipper and yank it downward. A girl emerges from the chicken as if the chicken itself were an egg.
Real, I'm alive.
Her red sweatshirt is drenched in sweat. Almost at once, she's kicking back and cooling off with a hand fan. Sorry, but would you mind getting me too? I ask.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I turn my back to the girl. I hear metal clacking behind me. At long last, I'm about to be free of this 5-ton fursuit.
Huh?
The girl murmurs awkwardly.
Huh? What?
A spike of anxiety hits me. What's wrong? I ask.
Yeah, that's a no-go. The zipper is busted.
What?
Yeah, sorry, you're gonna die in this fucking suit. This thing ain't coming off.
What? My vision goes dark. No. No. No! I tug desperately at the costume, but no luck. I'm trapped inside.
Pardon me. It's not part of the script.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh, what the crap? Ow. Oh, wait, this is yours.
Oh, well, we can talk to the boss about it when he gets back.
The girl says.
I mean, it's not like we can just cut... cut it off you with scissors or anything.
For the YouTube audience, those sneezes were also not part of the script. She sounds entirely unconcerned. It's so unfair. I need to get out of this stuffy, sweltering steam bath as soon as possible. All I can do is clench my fists in impotent rage.
But anyway, good work out there today.
The girl continues.
I am Chiriko Osugi, by the way. You can just call me Chiri.
She smiles as she introduces herself.
I mean, I am a pretty cheery gal, after all.
She breaks into a hearty guffaw. Oh, sure, I say. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, for sure. So, I guess you're not going to be able to eat lunch in that get-up, huh?
Huh? Gah, that's right. What should I do?
Don't sweat it, just leave it to me.
Huh?
I'll eat both lunches myself.
Chiri doesn't even wait for me to reply before reaching for my lunch.
You'd be ashamed to let it go to waste.
She says. She makes it sound like leftover food is a bigger concern than my hunger. I can feel my appetite stirring all the more as she devours my meal with a satisfied grin on her face. A faint, pathetic gurgle rises from my belly. It's just a cheap little prepackaged box lunch. Right now, it looks like a feast.
Oh, what's your name?
Chiri asks. Her cheeks are still packed with rice. My name?
Yeah.
Oh, it's, As I struggle to think of an answer, my eyes alight on the piece of tamagoyaki clutched between Chiri's chopsticks. The yellow slab of lightly grilled egg wobbles to and fro. I can see the inside from the way it's been sliced. It looks somewhat undercooked.
Come on, what's your name?
Oh, right. Tama. It's Tama.
Huh, you mean like the famous cat? Well, ain't that fitting?
Chiri chortles and stuffs a piece of tamagoyaki into her mouth, then takes a big swig of iced tea. I am beyond jealous. I wish I could gorge myself on those lunchboxes until I'm full to bursting. Heck, even a cold glass of iced tea would be a lifesaver right now. I'm so thirsty I'm starting to get all dizzy. Maybe I really am getting dehydrated. This isn't good. If I don't do something, I'm gonna pass out before the sales demo even starts. And then I remember something. The zipper down my back might be busted, but I can still take the head off, right? That way, I'd at least be able to eat and drink stuff. Alright. I decide to... Okay, we got three options. We can grab the head, We can rock the head, or we can ask for help.
Let's ask Cheery. She hasn't let us down yet, except for the part where she's to eat our lunch.
Alright. I decide to ask Cheery. Sorry, would you mind helping me pull my... Ow! I feel a dull, throbbing pain at the back of my head. Like I bumped my head somewhere. But I don't remember doing that recently. Cheery flashes me a curious look.
What are you doing?
She asks. I thought maybe I could at least get the head off.
That ain't gonna work. Nothing's attached to the body. You dumb piece of shit.
I slump forward in defeat, face planting on the tabletop. No.
Most folks would have noticed that when they put it on, you know?
Well, I didn't. The boss helped me get into it, is the thing.
Well, don't let it get you down.
Cheery says.
Here, drink some of this.
She pulls a bottle with a straw from her bag and pours some of the tea into it. In a fever of thirst, I jam the plastic straw through the mascot costume's mouth. Thankfully, it reaches as far as my own. I suck for all I'm worth. I suck, and I suck, and I suck.
Oh, yeah.
My body rejoices as the moisture returns to it, like rain coming to the desert. And thus, I revive. Actually, it kind of does feel like I'm coming back to life. Oh, thank you so much. I am never going to forget this as long as I live. With tears welling up. With tears welling up in my eyes, I clutch Cheery's hand in my fuzzy mitts.
Oh, hey, I'm not the kind of person to abandon someone in need, you know?
She replies. An embarrassed grin crosses her face. How come you're carrying this bottle around with you anyway? I ask.
Well, that's because I make my own protein juice.
Protein. In Japan, the word protein is frequently used to refer to a powdered health food supplement that contains vitamins and minerals, as well as protein. Dissolve in milk. Drinking it in place of tea would assuredly lead to weight gain. Alright, moving on.
Yeah.
Protein juice? Never heard of it.
I heard that if you have protein juice for one of your 3 meals a day, you'll lose weight. So yeah, I kind of need to keep it.
Given Cheery's sort of, well, chubby frame, I don't think the protein's been working so great for her.
I've been trying all sorts of stuff, but right now protein is totally the best thing for my diet. This stuff, though...
Cheery casts her eyes at the samples of burning hammer on the table.
It's like totally bogus.
Huh? Bogus? That's a surprise.
Well, yeah.
Cheery says.
You've got to exercise if you want to burn body fat.
Burn. The best way to burn fat is to engage in steady, low-intensity aerobic exercise. Anaerobic exercise, which leaves you panting and breathless, is not effective. Does anaerobic exercise send, like, burn different parts?
I mean, it all burns fat. It's just that if you try to, like, sprint or whatever, you're just going to give up. That's the problem.
She smacks herself on one flabby arm.
I mean, there's no way you're going to lose weight by taking in more calories.
Huh? Didn't she just say she was drinking protein juice to lose weight? I keep that thought to myself.
I mean, that'd be as ridiculous as all-you-could-eat Kobe beef.
She adds. She shakes her head seriously. I'm not sure about using all you can eat as an example in a discussion about weight loss. But again, I keep the thought to myself.
But hey, a job's a job.
Cheery says after a moment, perking up again.
They tell me to sell this junk, I'll sell it.
A sudden wailing comes from the other side of the door. You should be this guy.
That's a guy?
Yeah.
Please, just give me time. I swear I'll get it back to you. What the heck?
Cheery says.
Is that the boss?
I nod. That's definitely Mr. Yanagishita's voice. He's the guy who hired me. Yanagishita. Yanagishita? Sidling up alongside Chiri, I very quietly open the door and take a peek inside. Mr. Yanagishita is down on his hands and knees, begging, while two uncouth-looking men glower at him.
Just a little more time, that's all I ask.
He pleads.
Once I sell this stuff, I can pay you back.
I see a tiny bottle of burning hammer in his hand.
Just a little more.
Oh, this is one of the tough guys.
Yeah, just a little more.
Mimics the middle-aged fellow.
I just gotta sell this. We've heard enough of that out of you.
I'll be the younger guy, I guess. Yeah. The younger guy sneers. We ain't giving you any more time, so quit asking.
But I really just need a little longer this time. Please, you gotta believe me.
From the look of things, Mr. Yanagishita is dealing with some loan sharks.
Is that like a lone wolf?
A lone panther, more like. Though it seems obvious that this term refers to toothy predators of the deep, the word shark in this case actually has its origins in older Germanic word meaning parasite, or someone who preys on others. The same word gave rise to the terms pool shark and card shark.
Huh.
I did not know that.
Me neither.
And the two thugs are clearly in no mood for continued groveling. Chiri and I exchange a glance. It's probably best if we don't go out there right now. But now I'm really worried. Am I actually going to get paid for this gig?
Yeah, probably not. This guy's fucking broke.
As I'm pondering that, one of the men grabs Yanagishita by the nape of the neck and drags him to his feet.
Come with us, pal. No.
That's fine, you got it.
We'll take you someplace where you can work off your debts. Say what?
Mr. Yanagishita wails. The two men drag him away.
Huh, guess he's gone then.
Chiri says. She's already starting to pack up her things. Wait, what are you doing? I ask.
Going home. Not much point sticking around.
Going home?
I mean, the demo sure ain't happening now. Anyhow, it was nice working with you. See ya!
Moments later, Chiri is out the door. Now what do I do? I've been left here all by myself, more or less at a total loss. Oh, it's a bad end. Shifts over.
What did we do? We didn't even do anything.
Our poor feline friend isn't going to get paid now that those debt collectors showed up and dragged her boss away. If a certain someone hadn't told the thugs how to get to the Nokane Building, they probably wouldn't have caught Yanagishita. The right decision happens at 11:15, but who has to make it? So I guess we have to play the
Wait.
other storylines.
Oh, okay.
So I guess we're about an hour in. Still good to go.
Yeah. Let's see if we can figure out how to rectify this joint.
All right. What character do you want to jump into? We've got the two returning folks, and we got two new folks.
Let's go with my main man, Achi.
Achi?
He's never let us down before.
All right. Previously. The man with the cane aimed... I gotta get back to my normal narrative voice. Blah. The man with the cane aimed his gun at Hitomi, his face devoid of emotion. Please, the girl said, trembling. Why are you doing this? But the man did not reply. Quickly, Achi stepped in between Hitomi and the gun, spreading his arms wide.
Stop!
He said in English, one of the few English words he knew. He quickly reverted back to Japanese.
Who the hell are you?
Still, the man did not respond.
You know this guy, Hitomi?
No? Achi was sure he'd never seen the man either.
Oh, what are you after? Money? Because if you are, boy, you're wasting your time chasing us.
The man furrowed his brow, adjusting the point of aim to Achi's face. His bloodthirsty gaze left Achi no doubt that he was willing to pull the trigger. Reflexively, Achi took a step back, his foot clattering against a discarded beer bottle.
We're gonna get gunned down for sure. Unless we can find some way to catch this guy off guard.
It didn't need to be much. If Achi could just distract the gunman for a moment, buy himself the briefest window.
Shoot me then. Go on, do it.
He stepped forward as he shouted, hoping the provocation would confuse the guy for just long enough. Even as Achi moved, the gunman's attention was distracted for an instant by a sudden sound. The phone in his breast pocket was ringing.
Hey, you gonna get that?
Seeing his chance, Achi, were you gonna lunge forward, snatch up the beer bottle, or grab Hitomi and run?
Let's go for max damage and snatch up the beer bottle and just swing it at his dome.
Alright. Beer bottle, here we
Ain't
go.
pulling no punches today.
Seeing his chance, Achi snatched up the beer bottle and swung it at the assassin. The man narrowly avoided being struck, but he staggered wildly off balance.
Okay, it's a start. Hitomi!
Achi grabbed her by the hand and dashed out of the club. The two sprinted away through the side streets and alleys of Shibuya. Achi began to feel as if they were running some maddening maze. Before long, the two had made it almost as far as Aoyama. Maybe this is the girl.
That's probably you, yeah.
Wait up!
Oh!
Achi, wait up! Achi glanced back at Hitomi.
My bad. Guess we've been running pretty hard. You tired?
Hitomi shook her head. No, it's just... I have to get to Dogenzaka.
Dogenzaka? What for?
What could she possibly need to do there now? That's what I was told when I handed over the attaché case. The man leaned in to whisper to Hitomi as he reached out for the case. Who wants to be this foreign man?
I'll be the foreign man. You are going to do exactly as I tell you. Two things.
He wore a cool, feigned smile, as if this were some casual conversation.
First, you're going to go to Dogenzaka and get in the blue van there.
Hitomi nodded wordlessly.
Second, you will not attempt to contact either the police or your family in the meantime.
His chilling tone brooked no argument.
Just those two things, and we'll let your sister go.
Hitomi nodded again. The man flashed her a big, bright grin.
Okay, then. Give me the money. A blue van in Dogenzaka, huh?
Achi muttered.
So that's why you said the police were a no-go.
Yes, exactly. Hitomi's voice betrayed her desperation.
I wonder if your sister's in that van then. If she is, we gotta hurry.
The issue lay in how to get to Dogenzaka. They could probably avoid their pursuer if they kept to streets only the locals usually knew about. That meant staying off the more well-trafficked routes like Roppongi Dori, or the stretch between Miyamasuzaka and the station. The side roads south of the station were their best bet. It was going to be a long detour.
All right, come on.
Turning, Achi headed back the way they'd come. After a moment's confusion, Hitomi followed. Achi? There was a note of worry in her voice.
Don't sweat it. I actually live in Dogenzaka. We're heading right back to my old neighborhood.
Hitomi bowed her head. Thank you so much.
Hey, it's no problem. I had to head home anyway. And if you want to go out to dinner sometime, well, that would be cool too.
Achi gave her a grin, and she cracked a tiny smile of her own. Oh. Hey, you two. You got a minute? Achi looked around. A pair of men approached from across the street. There's something shady looking about them. Achi's protective instincts kicked in, and he stepped in front of Hitomi. If these guys meant trouble, he wanted to be ready. We just want to ask you something. The younger of the two men drew in closer, a sharp gleam in his eye. Achi braced himself.
Discuss what?
You know where the Nokane Building is? The man held up a flyer. It was for some sort of health food sales demo. Come on, man. The Nokane Building. You know where it is or not? Achi knew the name. Wasn't that one of the buildings on Center Guy? That was near Dogenzaka, the same direction he was going. What is the choice here?
I'm not gonna sabotage. As much as my instinct is to sabotage. Let's not tell. Let's go with B and not tell them where it is.
Okay.
I don't like the thought of these two following Hitomi and me.
Achi pointed them in the opposite direction from Center Guy.
I'm pretty sure it's that way.
He said. Thanks, man. Sorry to bug you. The two men headed off toward the main road. Achi and Hitomi hurried onward, following the sparsely trafficked side streets toward Dogenzaka. I don't think I even knew this part of Shibuya was here, Hitomi said as she looked around.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. I used to mess around in this neighborhood when I was a kid.
The area was a mishmash of rundown residences and office buildings.
almost nobody ever comes here unless they live or work in one of these streets. And check it out. Over there, a rare first-hand glimpse of the Shibuya River.
A minor river that runs from Miyamatsu Bridge to the Tengen Bridge.
Hokusai. Is that the guy? Is that the guy who drew the wave?
I don't know. Maybe. That's probably one of the 36 views of Mount Fuji, huh?
I don't know about that.
Is
You know what I'm
isn't
talking
Mount
about, though,
Fuji
right?
in the maybe it's not. I don't remember if it's in the background or not. Maybe it isn't. But apparently the Shibuya River is pretty dirty.
Yeah, it just from the picture it reminds me of the L.A. River, which is a pretty poopy river.
Have you always lived in Shibuya, Achi?
Yup, born and raised.
Achi bent down to pick up a piece of trash from the roadside.
That's why I do this. It just pisses me off to see folks that make a mess of this place.
He picked up another piece of trash.
I don't have a job, so I just pick up garbage every day. Man, what am I even doing? Like cleanup even matters right now.
Hitomi took a long, hard look at his face.
What?
He demanded.
What is it?
You're a strange one, Achi.
That's so.
She was right, of course. It was sort of strange collecting trash every day instead of getting a job. He had his reasons for it, but they weren't important right now. Right now, the important thing was getting Hitomi to Dogonzaka.
Come on.
He murmured. A sudden, angry shout broke the silence as they hurried along. Hey, hold it right there! Achi and Hitomi stopped, but the shout wasn't directed at them. Further up the road, a group of thuggish-looking men were having some kind of argument. The man who was shouting had grabbed one of the others by the neck. I did the yell. Is this me? Still? Idiots!
I
And
guess.
you still got the gall to call yourselves SOS? SOS, the Studs of Shibuya. A youth gang operating out of Shibuya, founded by Achi Endo. Its current leader is Susumu Nishizawa.
Wait, so I started this gang?
Sounds like it. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, Susumu, but
The other men standing around looked distinctly uncomfortable.
it takes money to run an organization.
No, I know. Oh, wait. I think I was is the shouting man Susumu? Maybe I should say it takes money to run an organization. It takes money to run an organization.
No, I know, and since it's not like you're Achi or nothing, I thought you could maybe spare some help on that front, boss.
Boss, the top dog, the man in charge, the head honcho. Here it refers to the leader of SOS, Susumu. A change in leadership can really shake up an organization. The new boss's personality and disposition are a huge factor in whether the group continues to prosper. The fact that Susumu is being asked to spare some help on the monetary front suggests that he still has things to learn about being in charge. Hitomi looked at Achi when the stranger spoke his name. He smiled awkwardly, then turned back to the altercation. Shut your mouth! Susumu barked. How dare you say Achi's name in my presence?
Hey,
Achi called out.
What was that about me?
As soon as they saw him, the other men went pale. Achi kept his tone casual as he strolled up to the group.
Susumu, you can't just give the guy a beatdown in broad daylight. Don't want to shock the upstanding people of our fair city.
Beatdown is to mess someone up super bad, usually with punches and kicks. Achi. Susumu glared. Can we drop the pleasantries?
Alright.
Achi replied with a hint of a sneer.
You got it, Susumu.
And I'd like to point out, we're not on a first-name basis. With that, Susumu turned and stalked away. His buddies followed suit, leaving Achi and Hitomi alone again. Did you know that guy? Hitomi asked.
His name's Susumu Nishizawa. And yeah, I know him. I thought I did. We used to be friends way back. Me and those guys were all part of the same crew. But I bailed a little while ago.
Achi fell silent. To his great relief, Hitomi didn't pry further. Achi and Hitomi had gone a short distance further when he caught sight of a man picking something up alongside the train tracks.
Huh, I wonder.
Achi went over to him.
Hey man, how long you been picking up trash by any chance?
Who wants to voice this guy? Maybe
I'll do it.
Oh, you can do it?
Oh,
Okay,
okay, yeah, go ahead.
No,
ahead.
you do
No.
it. You do it. You'll probably do a better job at it than me.
Huh?
The man let out a panicked shout. Taisei Yasuda, 35 years old, just opened up a knick-knack shop in Shibuya. Achi knows Shibuya like his own backyard, like the back of his own hand. But this Yasuda guy is new enough that Achi doesn't recognize him.
Sorry, it just kind of looked like that's what I know. Oh, sorry. Hey, it just kind of looked like that's what you're doing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm picking up trash, of course.
The guy seemed pretty unnerved.
Like, I just got to thinking, man, this place is filthy. Oh, right on.
Achi clasped the man's hand in his own.
Someone else who gets it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they do? Totally. I see all this trash all over the place and I can't stand it. Oh, yeah, sure.
The man breathed a sigh of relief.
I can't stand it when someone throws something away when it can still be useful. I hear that. I might have it backwards.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
you might have him backwards.
That's the spirit, huh?
Achi pulled out the trash he had stuffed in his pocket.
Here you go. Huh? Go ahead. Have all of it.
The man looked dumbfounded.
Usually I go picking up the trash around here. I've got a little thing I gotta do today. You got it from here. I'm counting on you. Oh, what? Actually, I'm kind of... great, thanks.
Achi beamed in approval, then rejoined Hitomi and headed on down the street. The man let out a sigh.
Fine.
Alright. Slipping through a narrow back alley, they came out near the top of Dogonzaka. Achi looked down the hill, but didn't see a blue van anywhere. He and Hitomi started making their way down toward Shibuya Station. Hitomi muttered to herself. I don't see it parked around here. Her face twisted up with worry. It was a lot harder to find street parking closer to the station.
Tommy, hold up.
Achi had a sudden idea. He darted into a nearby soba restaurant, motioning for Hitomi to follow.
Hey,
He called out to the proprietress, a sharp-eyed middle-aged woman.
you're looking lovely as ever today, I see.
Who wants to be the sharp-eyed middle-aged woman?
You could be a sharp-eyed middle-aged woman.
Oh, Achi! Are you done collecting trash for the day? The lady took a look at Hitomi, her eyes lighting up. The lady is Maki Yoneda. When she was 19, she happened to stop by this place and was captivated by the chilled curry soba. I haven't tried chilled curry soba. It sounds
Pretty good.
By day's end, she had decided to make the restaurant her new home. Married the owner at age 22 and they managed the establishment together. Last year, her husband of 30 years passed away. Now she safeguards the generations-old secret of chilled curry soba on her own. Oh, is this your girlfriend?
Oh no, it's nothing like that.
The proprietress was undeterred. Oh, she looks just like a model. She's a spitting image of me at that age. My. Hachi's got himself a girlfriend.
I said it's not like that, lady.
The woman waved Hitomi over. Now, you know Hachi's got a bit of a mouth on him, and he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. But he's a sweet boy. Okay. Hitomi forced a polite smile to her face. He'll try to deny it, but don't you listen. Has he told you about Suzune?
Ma'am, please.
Achi jumped in on the conversation.
You gotta hear me out.
Whatever's the matter? I'm just trying to talk up your good points.
Have you seen a van parked around here?
A van? Let me think. Yes, come to think of it, there was. A blue one, she added, confidently. Hitomi leaned forward. Where is it now? She asked. Well, I'm not really sure. I don't keep a close eye on things outside, after all. Hitomi slumped. I see. I know it doesn't look it, but I've been quite busy today. The man who makes my noodles came by earlier to settle accounts, and we fought and fought over it. No head for finances, that one. That's his problem. Honestly. And on top of that, of course my part-timer Masa has to have today off. Honestly. Masa is a first-year student at Midoriyama Academy. He's a sweet young man who works as a part-time delivery driver for Dogen Hut and sends all his leftover money to his mother out in the country. Lately, however, he's gotten himself a girlfriend, and he's been sending money back home less frequently. His noodle house job doesn't pay enough to both support his mom and cover his dating expenses, so he's scheming for a way to make it rich quick. That's a lot of backstory for just a character that is...
We're probably never gonna see again.
We haven't even seen him at all.
And we're never gonna see him again.
Achi frowned. Had she really seen a blue van, or was she just being chatty? Oh, we got two choices. Which one do you want to choose?
Let's give this lady the benefit of the doubt. Her and her tobacco shop owning counterparts. After all, they have a knack for spotting details.
Older women who ran tobacco shops or noodle houses did seem to have a knack for spotting details. Achi decided to follow up some more.
Oh, was there anything unusual about this fan? Oh, pardon me.
You okay over there?
Oh yeah, just a little cough. We're good.
Well, let me think. The woman frowned, pausing a moment in thought. Aha! A flash of recollection shone in her eye. That's right. Now I remember. I think there was some foreigner sitting inside. Achi and Hitomi exchanged glances. Yes, I'm sure of it. The man who makes my noodles said he saw it too. Was there anything else? Hitomi asked. No, not that I can remember. Hitomi hung her head in frustration as they left the sofa shop. Achi did her best to cheer her up.
Hey, we might still find that car. Let's try waiting around here for a while.
Just waiting? What good will that do?
It's possible that they went looking for you when you didn't show.
Achi said.
Maybe they'll come back, you know?
He sat down on the edge of a planter outside the restaurant. But the criminals already have the money, she said anxiously. Even Achi understood the implications. Now that the crooks had the ransom, their hostage was nothing but a liability. Why take the risk of letting her go when they already had what they wanted? The situation was bad. Very bad. Still, just running around Shibuya willy-nilly was only going to tire and frustrate them. Achi wanted to make sure Hitomi had the chance for a little break.
We don't have anywhere else to look, so let's just give it 10 minutes, okay?
He said. Hitomi seemed unconvinced. She looked like she might just march off down Dogonzaka at any moment.
I understand how you must feel, but you know what they say. Slow and steady, stay in the place.
Hitomi burst out laughing.
Hmm? Wait, what's so funny?
It's slow and steady wins the race.
For real?
Hitomi smiled, then sat down beside him. All right, she said. We can wait here for 10 minutes.
Oh, we've run enough races today already, right?
Hitomi kept her eyes on the cars passing through Dogonzaka for a while. Then she murmured softly to Achi. Thank you so much for everything. Really.
You can thank me after we find this van.
I'm sure if I'd been by myself, I'd have been in too much of a panic to do anything.
Oh, what can I say? I try to keep my head up and face things as they come.
You're quite the optimist, aren't you? Achi grinned. He tried to recall what optimist meant. He was pretty sure it had something to do with doctors. Or maybe glasses. The shy, sweet look on Hitomi's face as she said it, though, made him figure it probably wasn't a bad thing, whatever it was. Cars drifted on by, one after the other, but they saw no sign of a blue van. After a while, even Achi began to grow impatient. This was starting to feel like a waste of time. And then...
Hitomi, look!
there it was! Oh, we hit a keep out. So we got to the end of Achi's storyline until we find a way to jump back over to him.
Cool. I think this might be a good place to stop for this sesh.
Alright.
Cool with you?
Yeah, that's fine. I think we opened up... Yeah, we opened up Tama again. So next time, we can either jump back into Tama, return to Kano, or get introduced to one of these two guys. Cool. So yeah, that's the episode. What are your thoughts so far, Yoshi? Thoughts or theories that you have? I don't know if there's much to
Um,
theorize from what we've got.
I don't have a lot of theories. I like that. I think they. I'm assuming this was originally in Japanese. I don't know, but I feel like they did a good job, like translating like uh, the the like language stuff.
Yeah, I imagine like
Like
they would be talking about Chinese, the original Chinese meanings or whatever.
the joke about like optimists and optometrists, and there were a couple of other things like that that I feel like cheery and cheaty and stuff like that. I feel like they did a good job, like translating that into English, assuming it was originally in a different language.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, I
And
think they
Archie's
did
my boy.
they did
I
a
like the
pretty good
fat
job
girl too.
translating. Go ahead.
Oh, just I like the fat girl. He's like, I'll drink all your diet shakes. I'd hate for you to get in trouble. It's not like we could just pour them out or something, and it would have the same effect. In order for me to help you, I'll have to drink them all. And she's just like, oh, you're so nice. She's like, yeah, I'm so nice that I'll also eat your lunch too.
Yeah. And she just straight up grabs hers first.
Yeah. So it seems a pretty good. It seems a pretty good book.
Nice.
Like a good scramble.
Pretty good scramble. All right. Okay. So next time, I guess I already said what we're gonna do next time. We're gonna either return to the two that we've seen, or meet two new guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. So we will catch you next time. Still not sure the schedule on when these will be posted, but next time. See you then.
See you next time, folks.